Hello, my name is Jaren. I am just here to help you use my program autogrinder. So in the description I will have the link to this website that I am currently on, which is a GitHub website, of course. So you just go to here, then you download the zip file that's called autogrinder.app.zip. Then you download, extract. I'll just extract it in downloads. Close. So go to downloads. Click on dist, which is for distribution, and then double click on autogrinder. There we go, we have my app up. Currently on my computer, I already have a few files saved, so if you don't, then you won't see any, which is most likely if you're opening it up for the first time. But these are the recent macros that I recorded and saved. So we have farming, contested, .grind. It uses .grind file tag, just so you know. And open, save, exit, all do exactly what they say. If you click edit, you can copy items from your macro. So here is my macro running. Well, you have to click record, of course. Just the buttons do what they say, so I don't know how you can mess this up too badly. Record, click, click, click. Then one thing I did not show, well, that's not so obvious, is that you may press the plus button on your keyboard and this window shows up, which is very helpful. So with it, I can get a color from the screen. Wherever your cursor stays for 5 seconds, it picks that color from the position of your mouse. So that's a thing. You have the stall time, which is basically like it says. It stalls for seconds, so you may want to do milliseconds or whatever, which is 0.01. I don't know what. That's just a percentage of the millisecond of the second. 1% of a second. Or you can just do a full second. I wouldn't suggest having it be for 0 because it would just keep looking at that same pixel on the screen and taking a screenshot each time it looks. So you'll just have many screenshots which take up a little bit of your computer usage, like how fast your threads are working, how hard your computer is working to keep up with my program, which shouldn't be much. So this is color stall, which is able to be used. Mouse move, I don't believe I have made it so you can move the cursor to the specific spot, just because it's not that useful. Left click, which is just a normal click. Right click, I don't think I added that either, because honestly I don't see the point. You may see otherwise, but left click is pretty much all you need to do a lot of things. Drag start, drag stop. Again, these buttons, these options have not been developed yet. Drag stop, type. Type works, I think. No. I don't think I added that either. You just have to record your typing right now, just because in this editor you don't have a place to edit to add keystrokes really, which I don't think would be too difficult to add, but I don't see the point in adding. Then you have your task names, which in theory is to be able to just have it so instead of saying all of this, like exactly what you're doing, what you do is you just say do this set of moves, which you'll name with a name. So instead of all this, you just have run or something weird like that. I don't know what you might do for it. I was gonna use it to tell the compute to have it so I can say ready to go on to the next round, and that would have a color selection pixel, so it would check the pixel and then it would click to play another round, depending on what's going on. So something that I am thinking of doing in the future, but not yet fully realized. And then I have this checkbox which has if points color equals stored color. Move on, which that just is saying, okay, when the program is, when a pixel is either true or false, it depends. So right now, it would be if this color, right where my cursor is, equals the color that is at this pixel, then you do the next actions in the list. If not, it does nothing. If you do it right here and make it so that that is not checked, then if this color equals the point, XY equals this color, then you do nothing and wait till it does not equal that color, then you move on. Hopefully that makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me, so let me know if you need any help with that. Then you have, so I'm just gonna save this for a random pixel point which really does nothing. So now it starts recording again from where you left off. So it'll do all that movement as I recorded it. So to stop, as it says, it has F8 to play, it's F11, and to record, it's Control R. To delete specific items in the list, you can either right click and then click delete, or you can click this delete button. They both do exactly the same thing. And then edit selected brings up this page, which allows you to edit the whatever is selected. So right now it has it on 1. You could put comma 4, and then it'll be editing 1 and 4. Here you can change the time delay. Again, time delay is always by seconds. So I'll make it 2. And then you could change the points if you want. Same type of thing as the other one, where you bring it to whatever position you want. As you can see on the bottom left of the page that I am on, of this autogrinder page, you have this right here, which tells you your status in some respect. You have, so right now I don't want to change any of the position. It autofills back to same, because that means you don't want to change anything with the points. So if on 1 and 4 you don't want to change the position, or you don't want to change the key events, that's what same does. And it just autofills same. And I'll save. As you can see, there's now 2 seconds for that point, for index 4, and index 1 equals 2 seconds as well. If the program ever stops working, you may need to completely reset it. Sometimes I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but when you play your recording and you stop it or pause it, sometimes that gives a little bit of error. Oh, and note, F7 pauses your, pauses the program from playing the macro. So if you played my macro and you pressed F7, then it would pause wherever you're at, and then you could do whatever you want to then start playing. If you'd like, I could show you this playing quite a few games. Like, I have it so it plays a game called Balloon Monkey City just for fun. I use it a little bit, and it can go up to like level 30 without me doing anything. Took me a little bit to get to do that, but it works. So let's see, what other feature could I tell you about? Oh, loop. Loop means that it'll just go on forever till you stop the program. So I could add 4 times or 3 times, and if this button is not checked, then it will not do anything. It will not loop at all. But if you check it and put a number in, it'll loop 3 times, or if you have it loop, if it says loop in that text box, then it'll just loop till you stop the program. That is pretty much my program right now. Oh, and you can move the cursor to the position at the selected index. So if you have multiple selected, then it will be the bottom index that is the place that the cursor will move. So putting it right there is the same as selecting one and cursor to position, same thing. So cursor to that position, right here, cursor to position brings it to the exact same spot. Just because you can't very well have it move to multiple positions at the same time. That would just not look good. Copy, paste, delete. Delete just deletes whatever you're selected on. Record. Records, stops, plays. Edit selected brings up that screen. I need to add a item for, well, I could add an item for edit selected in this drop down. So that will be in the future a little bit, like probably a little after I make this video. And yeah, the program will change a bit. Oh, looks like I never stopped recording. Okay. Again, F8 stops the recording. And it definitely did not make a difference if I delete while recording, so that's good. Let me know what you think of my program. It's very simplistic, completely free. Would be nice to get some help on it. Works with Linux excellently. Windows, if you build it on the Windows system, this current one